Hi, Lee Phillips again. I want to talk to you about why you wouldn't want to do, I'm going to call it a specific distribution or give a specific item away in your trust. And I don't quite know how you word that, particularly for the SEO stuff, so you guys can search it. But I have clients come to me all the time, and they want to leave this house to this kid, this house to this kid. They want to leave the car to this kid. They want to leave the bank account to this kid. And I really try and have clients not do that, because I don't know what's going to happen. This house may not be there. You may, they say they want to leave $20,000 to each one of the grandkids. Well, you may not have $20,000 times 10. You got 10 grandkids. You may not have $200,000 when you die. Funny thing is, the rest home eats it up. Lots of things happen. So we try not to make a distribution of specific bequest. We try and make it general. I'm going to divide the estate into 3 pieces, equal shares. And each kid gets an equal share. If this kid's dead, then his kids get his share. So we try and do it so that it's non-specific. If you want to leave $20,000 to each one of the grandkids and you got 10 grandkids and that's $200,000 and your total estate is $600,000 today, then I'm going to say, okay, we're not going to leave $20,000 specifically to each one of the kids or grandkids, because your kids might not get anything at that rate. Let's leave a third. 200,000 out of 6, that's about a third. So let's leave a third to the grandchildren and give each one of the grandchildren an equal share. In theory, if I froze it today in the estate, that would be $200,000, and each one of the grandkids would get his $20,000, 10 grandkids. So that's the way I'm going to try and word it. I don't like specific amounts. We're going to do it generally rather than leave the house to this kid, the house to that kid. Now, I have clients who absolutely insist, no, I'm always going to have that rental unit. It's going to go to this kid. And there's not much I can do at that point except to send it to that kid. The question always arises, what happens if that kid's gone? Does it go to his kids? Does it go to the other children? And if so, which one of the other children's? So when I'm dealing with a specific bequest, a specific thing, I don't want to deal with that. I want to deal with it in generalities. Can you see what the problem is? And the other thing is people want to control specific assets after they die. And you almost can't do that. They have what are called legacy trusts and asset protection trusts and all that sort of crap now. And I've done this in another video, but it irks me. We're going to leave the summer cabin in the legacy trust. And the legacy trust in some states, about a dozen states now, can run 999 years. Well, yeah, the first castle hadn't been built 1,000 years ago in Europe. The Crusades were just wrapping up. We got, another 500 years or whatever it is until Columbus discovers this country, or this land of America. So you're going to control your piece of property for 999 years. There might not even be dirt in 999 years, let alone a cabin up in the mountains. So just don't worry about it. Give general bequests, beneficiaries all equal type thing, or if we have a child who has special needs and they need more of the estate, fine. I've got 3 kids. One kid gets half the estate and the other 2 get a quarter of the estate. So we can do that sort of a thing. It's general. I don't know what the assets are going to be when you die, and I don't want to describe the assets in your trust or in your will. This is Lee Phillips talking about why you wouldn't want to make a specific bequest in a will or a trust. Now, don't forget, subscribe to the YouTubes here. We're not running ads. We're not using your names. In fact, I don't even get your name. So subscribe, and then you'll be notified when we put up a new YouTube. And we do this quite often.